certainly the outcome. I thought we carried the play for sure in the second, and we didn't score. That to me is the difference in the game. We have big time chances, and we didn't score. And I don't know if you're going to create a whole bunch more better chances than that. And then with whatever seconds left, they score to make it 2-1, and then they get an early one in the third that sucks the life out of you. But I thought the first was back and forth. I thought the second, we certainly had the better chances without question, but we got to score.
Speaking of scoring, it's been a while since Henrik scored. He said he's taking some of that to heart right now. He wants to do more, obviously. But how much is there a need for secondary scoring at this point?
Well, I think we've had secondary scoring. You Booth 2 the other night. Glennie's got 5. I don't think it's necessarily just sad. I don't know who else goes into that term, but we certainly need to score more.
In that pivotal second, how much credit does Jonathan Quick deserve? How much do you tip your cap to him, and how much do you feel like we should have scored more?
Well, certainly, he's one of the best in the league, and I mean they got to have, between him and Kempfer, they got to have the top save percentage in the league, or maybe the second. I think I looked tonight. I mean, it's off the chart. So, he deserves. He does it against lots of people and lots of nights. We had some really, really real chances, and we didn't score. So a lot of credit goes to him, and then I still think we can get more net presence though, and try to take away his eyes.
Jeff, have you strayed a little bit from what you talked about after the Buffalo game with pucks and bodies to the net and such? Sure.
I don't think so. It may be a little bit at times tonight where we could have had a little bit more bodies tonight. I think we've had lots of shots in the last little bit, not as much tonight. I'm not sure about the shot count. I looked up in the second and it didn't make any sense to me because we certainly had the better chances. Certainly something I think over the stretch here we've had lots of pucks and bodies to the net. We just, again, tonight I thought there was a couple times where maybe we could add a little bit more net presence, but, we had some real chances.
Jeff, a strong game at the Rangers, but the last few home games hasn't been quite the same. Are you noticing any kind of a difference in the way the team comes out at home, or any tightness, or just playing differently at home? Or
we actually we got outchanced against the Rangers. We came back home, we outchanced Jersey. I bet you through 2 periods we outchanced that team. So the outcomes have been worse. I don't know. I would say between the Jersey and the Ranger game, I think it's off to say we were better against the Rangers than we were against Jersey. That's not what the chances say. So I haven't seen us play a whole bunch different. I think if we would have won 2 of the games in overtime, we'd be fine, but we haven't. So now we gotta go. We gotta have tons of urgency on Thursday.
The third one they scored, Jeff, was that the backbreaker? I mean, I guess they scored late in the second. It's 2-1, but then kind of a fluke goal to open the third.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it a fluke. It was a mistake on our part. We should have outnumbered them on the puck. We should have been out of the zone, and we turned the puck over. Really, in my mind, we turned the puck over twice, and it ends up in our net. So you do things right, you get results. But certainly it was those are 2 tough goals to give up for sure. They suck the life out of you.
Do you think Hank's drought is affecting him at all? Do you think it's wearing on him?
Well, Hank's a big-time competitor. He's a big-time warrior. He wants to help this team win, so there's no question that I don't know if wearing on him. I mean, he's been through lots of this throughout his career. The year as an assistant, which is 8 years ago, the first half of the year was a real struggle for him, and he was unreal the second half. I mean, he'll keep doing what he does, which is working his ass off and competing like crazy. And I think in the end he'll get results. So that would be my take.
Yeah, where would you rate this game as far as playing to your identity? Like, what grade would you give it?
Well, I guess I'd say it was a 6, maybe out of, 5, maybe. But part of that's the opponent. It's not easy. It's muddy. It's a muddy track out there. Like they're good at that. So it wasn't as fast a game back and forth like the Ranger game was. But they just play different. Like that has a little bit to do with your opponent. So I didn't think we slowed ourselves. Either last year against them in this building, we slowed ourselves down. I didn't necessarily think that this year. Now the third to me was different. But again, you know, if we score in the second, we're not having these conversations. We have multiple big time chances. We didn't score. We have to score in those chances. That's the league. If you don't score, you know, eventually they're going to score.
It's kind of frustrating leaving or losing